Hey guys, and welcome back to Ayakashi. I'm just going to call it that from now on because I can kind of say that bit. So we are on the main part now. I'm going to go from the beginning because I've never done it before. I'm going to go for him. He's a douchebag. So that means it's a challenge. See, you know, if you want something, you got to work for it. And he's also the first one. He was the one out of the four that I picked. I was like, oh, I quite like the red dude. So I'm going to go for red dude. Do you wish to begin Akito's main route? Yes. Akito. Episode 1. It's the day after... it's the day after the live concert. It's my first day as the assistant manager. As my cousin Takashi... Oh, he has a name! Takashi instructed, I started with tidying the messy office. So it was really true. My cousin wasn't a messy person, but there's piles of paper on his desk. There must be so many clients. It's chaos. The schedule for the members are filled with arrows and additional notes. I have to rewrite everything in order to understand which schedule belongs where. The door opened when starting writing down all the schedule in order on other board. Good morning, you're fast. Good morning, it's the first day today. I'll try my best to work from today. Finally, I can rely on someone. I have some meetings at the studio. Can you manage the interviews at the office during the afternoon? The summary files are in that file cabinet over there. Okay, got it. I removed files as I waved my cousin out of the office. As he left, Yuki entered. Good morning. I woke up early today. All the members live in the apartment near the office. His curly soft hair is even more curly than before. I would not have said that. I have curly hair, okay? That's not fucking curly. Good morning. You have some bed hair still. And you need to wash the snot out of it. It's looking really green. Oh, really? This part was always tricky. I can't organise it well. What, like brushing? He pushed his hand through his hair. He had such a big, sweet dog-like expression. He started smiling when I laughed. I'm so glad you came. I know you said you'll be our manager. Assistant manager? But Akito said you might not show up. So I said you're gonna come. Sorry, just go to a dirty place straight away, I'm sorry. To run away? I agreed to do this job. I wouldn't do something like that. When I explained with such a stern expression, Yuki jumped with joy. I'm glad you were like the person I imagined. I don't know how to respond when he's behaving so sweetly. I can't believe Akito thought I would run away. I have to work mostly with Akito. I checked the schedule for Akito again to be sure. I'm going to follow him like the stalker that I am. It's daunting, but I've worked as assistant manager at a restaurant before, so I have some schedule management experience. Well, the only problem is, what happened to him? If he himself isn't here, I can't manage anything for him. We have meeting from the afternoon. I've tried calling him on the phone, but he's not answering. First thing they have as a job is an interview from Visual-Kei magazine with all the members. Everyone else is here, but only lead guitarist Akito hasn't shown up. Maybe Akito is still sleeping. Why is this happening? He's just causing trouble. Even as a popular musician, it's unacceptable. To be on time for the job is the minimum requirement. He's doing drugs in the back room. I'm sorry, Akito isn't what the hell? Akito isn't an irresponsible person. He's just weak in the morning because he's purebred. What, like a poodle? Purebred? What does that mean? When Yuki smiled as he said this, Kasumi coughed slyly to stop him saying anything else. I'm sorry, but can you go wake my brother up? He's awake! He's supposed to be his twin or something, isn't he? We'll take care of our part of the interview first and let Akito have his interview at the end. Then he'll be able to make it. Kasumi gave me a key. Oh, got a key to his room. Kasumi gave me a key of Akito's room to my hand. What, me? Even if I go, would he even wake up? Akito seems like he hates me. Is it really okay for me to enter his house without permission? Not his house, it's his room. Keisuke smirked when I started to fluster. Well, of course, it'd be a problem if a random girl enters his room all of a sudden, but she's our manager. Assistant manager. Also, that's manager's job, right? Assistant manager, okay? I get the coffees and I do the schedules. I have nothing to say back. It's a job. I can't just pick the task that I like all the time. As long as I took the job, I don't want to be irresponsible. Okay, I'll go. I'll make a transcription of the interview, so please give me a copy of your recorded interview later. I place the voice recorder on the table, followed by the paper with lists of questions for the interview on. Hang on. So is Shay doing the interview? I'm confused. Be careful! I was filled with anxiety after what Yuki said when I was leaving. I went to the Foxier's apartment. Be careful entering his bedroom. Oh god, we're going to walk in on something. Hang on, isn't this picture not from Kitty Love? Isn't that the bit where the guy tried to bundle me in the back of the car? I can't remember. Sorry. I brought a map from the office as a guide to the apartment. It should be this way. As soon as I walk further out from the station, it becomes more like a residential area. After walking through a cluster of trees is a huge designer brand apartment. With big fox ears sticking out of it. Wow. Looks like a cardboard box with holes cut in it. The building is mostly concrete, but there are many plants to make it seem less artificial. Okay. Behind that elegant glass wall, there's elevator hall made with obsidian. It's a fancy apartment. I don't see many people living around here. I mean, I heard that there's also a studio inside the building, but I'm surprised there's only one apartment on each floor. Is this building only for the Foxier members? I can't just wander around like this. I have to wake Akito up and be at the interview on time. I gave myself a moment to prepare and pushed the intercom button for Akito's room. Wake up! Nothing. Just walk in, he's got like a fucking tourniquet around his left hand and a syringe in the right. I called his phone so many times he didn't wake up, so I'd be more surprised if he wakes up from the sound of the intercom. Okay, nothing's happening. There we go. Oh, fuck, press the wrong button. I'm coming in. It doesn't seem like there's anyone else living there, but I announced myself anyway as I entered the apartment. Hello! I couldn't find anyone sitting the concierge room. Maybe the caretaker wasn't around every day. I'm so nervous. Unlock the key and open the door. You got me naked. Akito? Hey, we have an interview scheduled in the first thing in the afternoon. I tried calling him from the entrance and he's still silent. At the entrance there are pairs of big leather shoes on the rack. Maybe he's more organised than I thought. Oh well. I left my shoes next to his and carefully entered. Here? It looks like there's a living room if I go in straight, so I opened door on the left instead. That's not his bedroom. It's a study room. It's filled with books everywhere in the room. He can read. Also, there was some scroll on one side. That's unexpected. He likes history. I felt Magatama start to tremble a little. It's probably my imagination. I'm curious, but I can't just go around browsing through things in other people's houses. I closed the door gently and opened the door on the other side. Ah! He's naked! Akito? It must be light shield curtain that he uses. It's dark even during the daytime and just a very little light coming in from the bottom of the curtain. There he is! He's under the bed. Akito's bed is on the other side of this big room. Akito, please wake up. It's past noon. Where is he? He's invisible. You have to be at the interview, otherwise we'll be late for the photo shoot. What? Yeah. Even if I try waking him up, he only moves a little and goes back to sleep. He doesn't seem like he's going to wake up. Oh, yes. Do I use the alarm clock, do I open the curtain, or do I shake him? Let's shake him. Oh, up! Yes! Akito, please wake up. Oh. Yes, bed springs. Sexy. When I started to shake him, he was only moving a little bit in his sleep. Maybe he might wake up if I open the curtain. I opened the curtain, shielding the light, so it's no longer blocking the morning sunlight. Oh, it's too bright! Ah, the light! The sunlight that's beaming into the penthouse is breathlessly beautiful that than what I see normally in the morning. He's going to wake up if it's bright like this. I expected him to be awake, but he was turning around from the window. Hat should I do? Hat, what should I do? I was just standing in front of Akito, who didn't wake up from his deep sleep. What should I do now? Oh, Akito dropped his blanket. I picked up the blanket and covered him. I'm arranging it more comfortable for him when I should be waking him up. Well, I'll be a terrible manager if he gets a cold. Assistant manager. Suddenly I fell into the bed and was swept up in the blanket. Sexy time. Oh, sexy times. Oh, yes. What? He smells different when he's awake. I fell and was caught with the coverlet. Huh? Akito, what? I was trying to get up, but Akito was holding the coverlet with inside, and he doesn't let me go. Either he was smuggling a cucumber, or he was really enjoying it. Let me go, Akito! The more I moved to get out, the more I got tangled. Shut up. Doesn't seem like Akito was going to wake up anytime soon. He frowned as he yanked the blanket closer around him. Maybe he's a little bit cold. Also, his body is cold too. I started to worry about him when I felt Akito's body heat. Then I came back to my senses. Oh my! I started to panic when I realised about the situation. I completely forgot that I was with a guy lying on the bed. Heaven forbid! I jumped and pushed Akito's face at once. Just slap him. Ah! As I did that, Akito's head was jerked back. I'm so sorry. I heard a crack. I apologised immediately, but from the expression on his face, he's in a bad mood. Ouch! What the? He must be really, really insensitive when he's asleep. Did he, like, bite her or something? I can't move even more. I was even more baffled in the bed, all tangled. He's a cool guitarist from the popular Visual-Kei band, and I'm right in front where we can touch each other's nose to nose. Sorry, but when you're lying in a bed like that with a bloke, the last thing you want to do is touch their nose. He's got beautiful features and fair skin too. I remembered what Yuki said. Maybe he's from one of the rich family, even if saying it out loud is a little weird. Well, there's an elegance in the way his face is structured, especially when he's asleep. When he was awake, he looked at me repugnantly. All his expressions were quite bad. That I didn't realise. I don't know why, but I feel comfort and sense of security. I can't take off my eyes. I can't take off my eyes. They're stuck in the sockets. I think I've seen this before. He looks so innocent when he sleeps. I had my hand sucked to touch the fair skin he has. Okay. Hey. Sup? I was gazing at his face that I didn't realise he was talking. When I touched even more, the other side of the cheek is moving too. Hey, what are you doing here? What? He didn't wake up whatever I do, so I was touching like an ornament. I couldn't move all of a sudden when he started to talk to me. Oh, I'm sorry. When I apologised, I banged my head to his. A nice gentle headbutt. Ah! What the hell? What are you doing inside my bed? I'm sorry, but Akito, you weren't waking up at all, and you have to go to work. I came here as a manager. Assistant manager. I'm here to wake you up. I was screaming with my pain on my head. Work? When Akito looked at the clock, his expression was frozen. Akito got up all of a sudden. When I fell from the bed, his upper body was shown. Ouch. When Akito stood up, he pushed me away on the ground. He ignored me and tried to leave. Damn, that magatama! Akito thinks all these cursed by the magatama. Huh? My magatama? Akito was attacked by the magatama during the concert. Because of that, I think he's a little sensitive about it. Maybe he even has trauma. PTSD. I guess he wants to blame me for sleeping in. Get out. What? Maybe it was because of the magatama, and I'll apologise for that. But you have to be there for work. Shut up. I'm going to change for work. You can watch if you want. What? Really? You let me do that? I realised after Akito said, right, you want to watch her? You're the kind of girl who gets into guys' beds at the first opportunity. What? What are you? You're the one who pulled me in that coverlet, not me. Damn, this is such a bad morning. It's afternoon. How can you say that to me? I was trying to wake you up. With Akito's terrible attitude, I was so stunned I couldn't speak. His sleeping face was perfect and beautiful, but the moment he's awake he behaves like this? You took advantage of me and touched me. Ah! Holy shit, this is taking a turn. I'm sorry, you had such a beautiful skin. That's it, you admire me. Human women really are easy. Akito grabbed me, pulled me close and smirked. He upset me, but I need to calm myself down. You know, it's really rude to think about your fan like that. He didn't think I would say something back to him. He looked a little surprised. He looked happy when he was singing for his fans at the concert. I guess that feeling wasn't a lie. I felt his passion towards music. That's why I was even more taken aback by his attitude. What do you know about it? Now, get out. Akito looked away from me coldly and took away his hand from my face. I'll be waiting in front of the room. With the door open and a camera, I left the room immediately. That's Kitty Love. That's where she used to sneak in his window and do things. After Akito got ready, we returned to the office. Everyone's interview must be done by now, so please prepare your part of the interview while we are moving. There's no reply, but he probably understood. I don't know if I can get along with him. I don't know why, but I caught myself looking at him again for a moment. I felt somehow nostalgic. I grabbed the necklace again unconsciously. I might be wrong, but when I grabbed the magatama, it felt slightly warmer. Radioactive even. Oh, episode 2! Yes, we're flying. I don't know how many episodes there are. I can't remember. When I went back to the office with Akito, the other members had already finished recording their interviews with the recording device. Phew! We are gonna be okay. I'm so relieved they returned the recording device to me. Our next job is... Akito has a photo shoot. Kasumi is working on comments for a magazine. Yuki is going to work on composition. Kosei has a TV commercial shooting. Keisuke has paperwork. I thought these guys weren't very popular. They got quite a lot of jobs. Wow, you did it! Yuki started clapping after he saw me and Akito. Are you okay? Akito has bad temper in the morning. He didn't do anything mean towards you, did he? He touched me! What? Yuki probably meant to say Akito can be a little rough sometimes, but I felt awkward being reminded by what happened in his bedroom. Let's change the topic. Yeah, you know, it's really good weather today. I don't want to look like a crazy person. I should change the topic. Why did you change the topic? Akito seems disappointed that Yuki got surprised. Akito glared to stop me. Right, he wants me to keep my mouth shut. I stopped talking because Akito scared me. Maybe we looked too awkward. Kasumi started to talk to Akito. Are you feeling better, Akito? Yeah, it's not that bad. So magatama really did affect Akito. Kasumi looked worried for Akito. You shouldn't be too hard on yourself, but please don't sleep in a gale like today. Akito didn't change his expression at all when his brother talked to him, but when Keisuke said it, he looked upset. I know. That's like your dad or something. I don't know whether it's because he's the eldest or because of his carefree attitude, but Keisuke seems to always be taking care of everyone. Takashi entered after his phone call. Oh good, you woke up Akito. Akito, you'll make it to the photo shoot, right? Hey, I've got a new task for you. It's attending the photo shoot. It's called The Cab, and it's on the way now for you. I've called the cab, not it's called the cab. Hey, you, fuckface, get the photo shoot. There's something called a taxi, and you're getting in it now. Sure. After Takashi told me, I grabbed a paper and prepared to leave the office. I'm gonna head out for the TV commercial shooting. I'll take you by car, Kosei. Doors lock and go by the slave wagon. Akito and I headed out right after Kosei and my cousin left the office. Bright lights, reflections and lots of camera equipment. I was overwhelmed by everything, but mostly by... Okay, can you look over there? Good, look up. Next. Akito followed the instructions and changed his poses one after another. Akito is known as provocative and sexy. I can see why. It's amazing! I know he's got a certain aura that makes him stand out from crowd, but when he's in front of a camera, he's even better. He puts love hearts in people's eyes. It's not about whether I like him or not anymore. He just takes a packet of love hearts and just like rams it in people's sockets. It must be natural charm. His red eyes are a good contrast to the subtle amount of pale skin that's exposed. I can understand why girls love him. There's nothing that a girl likes more than pasty white skin and bright red eyes. Albinos, they're beautiful. Okay, let's take a break. The photographer started clapping to get the staff's attention to give out some instructions. Is it a break already? The photo shoot started only 30 minutes ago. It's too early to take a break. The photographer also noticed that Akito had a disappointed expression. I don't know how to describe, but it's a bit different from how I've imagined. Huh? I was very much lost in Akito's photo shoot. I snapped out of my reverie after the photographer's comments. You know, our theme this time is a gap within you. The usual Akito is nice, but it's not what people normally see. Akito looked upset when the photographer stopped him. What's a gap? What do they mean by gap? Akito went back to the dressing room after wiping away beads of sweat with a towel handed to him by the staff. What's myself? There was no information about the theme on the paper we received. I don't know whether it was a misunderstanding on our side or the client. At this point, it wasn't a problem anymore. Oh, I have to apologise at least. I chased Akito to the dressing room. I knocked on the door to enter the dressing room. Akito was drinking bottled water in front of the mirror with a towel covering his head. He probably noticed the door sound. He immediately looked at me. I'm sorry, there was nothing mentioned on the paper about the theme. That's why... That's not an issue anymore. We found out about this right now, and I just have to work on this properly. That'll be working as a professional. Oh. Do you know what the hell she meant by a gap? Because unless you're going to get like someone to stab you in the stomach, that's the only thing I can think of as a gap. I was worried about getting him upset, but it wasn't a big issue for Akito. Although Akito is thinking very hard about something. What is the usual side of me? Akito started thinking and mumbling in front of the mirror. That would be the left or the right. I was wondering about it for a bit and mentioned what I had in mind, honestly. Your attitude towards the work? Exact situation like this. I've never imagined you to be this focused. I'm surprised. When I complimented about him, Akito started to turn red and looked away. He's already red! What? That doesn't sound like you. Oh, that's it. This is called a gap. He started mumbling again and sat in front of the mirror. What is a gap? I thought he was going to yell at me for this. I was relieved about his sudden mellow attitude. The staff called him for the next round of shooting. Hi guys, are you ready for the next round, Akito? Yes, he is ready. Akito stood up when the staff called him. He looked concerned, so I tried to talk to him. I didn't know how to say this. I started to understand after I became a manager. Assistant manager! My words made him suspicious and flipped over. I think you are attractive on both you being on the stage and the casual side of you. Akito paused a moment to think. I was having a hard time putting my words into coherent sentences. That's pretty much his game explained, really, to be honest. Then he suddenly grabbed my arm and pulled me towards him. Wow! Come, you are going to help me. Huh? What am I going to help you with? There were so many staffs around and they are professional. What is he asking me to do? I was being dragged by him. Oh Christ, where we're going. They wanted to start over, so the studio setting has been put back to the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning. We are going to pick up the costume. When the photographer started to give a direction to the stylist, Akito stopped with a serious face. I'm sorry. I know you have prepared the costume for me, but is it possible to take a photo with my own clothes today? Your own clothing? That trampy, disgusting piece? Ugh. With Akito's words, everyone started talking. What are you saying, Akito? If it's a problem with myself, could I show my true self? At least, can we try? The photographer was thinking very seriously about what Akito suggested. The studio went silent for a moment. What should I do? If we drag our time here, it's not going to finish. I should probably apologise for Akito's behaviour. As a manager in this case, I tried to take out my voice. Excuse me? Okay, alright then. Let's go with your idea. Thank you. I didn't need to worry a thing. Yeah, I didn't need to worry a thing. The photographer started preparing in a better mood for the photo shoot. Why don't you get changed to the usual clothing? I'm gonna get changed right away. Let's go! Akito was leaving to get changed when he also grabbed my arm and dragged me to the dressing room. Why are you dragging me here? Left, right, centre? Wait, what are you doing? We're gonna swap clothes. Please go drag. He started to take his top off as I started getting flustered. Oh, wait! His upper body was all naked, and I was so surprised. I tried looking away immediately. Why are you changing right now? Huh? Everyone is waiting for me. I have to change quickly, wouldn't I? He changed immediately and started putting on the accessories. Can you put this one on me? Sure. It's a butt plug. Oh, I'm pretty. I tried putting on the necklace from behind. It's way too close. Akito's skin is so smooth and beautiful. Even comparing to the women, he seems perfectly beautiful. When I looked up, Akito looked at him. What? When I looked up, Akito looked at him. Probably he felt someone watching. He started to smirk. I'm sorry. When he realised that I was watching him, I started panicking. I started to move away from him fast, but he grabbed my arm again. Hey, why don't you fall in love with me and give me that magatama? Then you don't have to work like this anymore. No, that's unrelated to my job. Now let me go. Really? Okay, just don't concentrate on me all the time, but work as a manager for photo shoot. It's assistant manager. If you're going to keep calling me manager, I'm going to want a pay rise. Akito was grinning as he left the dressing room. I tried to hide my blushing face and followed Akito quickly out the door. Okay, look this way. Clicking sounds echoed throughout the studio. It's looking great. I can feel your true heart already. The photographer seems happy to be shooting Akito. I really want to see the usual lifestyle of Visual-Kei prints. Apparently it's not as bad. I think all the women staffs are into Akito now. Everyone can't seem to take their eyes off Akito. Akatsuki will come back again while I was busy What? Who's that? Akatsuki will come back again while I was busy monitoring the other staffs. When he came over, I handed the water and a towel to Akito. It seems like everyone was happy about this. At first I thought there would be some trouble. Taking in the amateur's opinion, I was able to make a gap between the professional. I still don't know what that means. Amateur? Using private clothes or Akito's idea anyway. What on earth is he on about? What? You've got any complaints? I took in your advice. Oh, really? I don't know that my advice has been taken in. Well, you should be happy that even a traitor like you could be useful today. Whoa! How am I a traitor? Huh? Traitor? I just couldn't understand what Akito was saying. Why did he call me a traitor? There's so many things that I don't understand. Why is he so obsessed about the magatama? Next round coming up, Akito. Even though I wanted to ask, the time for the schedule was already pushing. It wasn't a situation to ask about anything. I quickly made an adjustment on his collar when the staff was calling him. Wait a second, your collar is not positioned well. I have clavicle and I have clavicle and accessories. When you arrange the neck to make it look good, I noticed that Akito was staring at me. What is it now? Nothing. It's a work that you are forced to do. You seem eager to work, and very obsessed with my clavicle. Is he complimenting me? I thought you were going to be angry with me because you weren't told about the theme. You work so passionately today. I don't know you were that hard working. When I said honestly, Akito's face turned eloquent. I am professional. Don't underestimate me. He smiled mischievously and I returned to the shooting. Huh? He smiled? I don't think I've seen Akito smile like that before. Even in photographs or during the concert, he only seems a shadow of a smile. I've never seen him smile like that before. Okay, why don't you sit here next? Good, that's a relaxing smile you've got. You're starting to understand the theme now. I didn't know he can do such an innocent face. The photographer started to compliment Akito. He pulled a strange look on her face. It was unexpected. He turned to the usual provocative way of look next moment. Perhaps he's forced to act in a certain way. I thought I saw a different side of him. And that's it for today. Good job, Akito. After checking the photo, there was a good photo of laughing naturally. It was selected as a cover page. Hey, we're leaving. I'll do the rest of the work at the office. I am hungry. When I was cleaning up, Akito talked to me from behind. Yes, sure, I'll collect all the luggage now. Can you wait a little bit? I put all the luggage together. Akito watched me preparing for the luggage. It's kind of awkward. Maybe I should interact with him more. Akito, what kind of food do you like? It's an easy topic to talk, right? What? My favourite food? Why are you asking right now? I made him angry again. Oh, as a manager, assistant manager, I thought if I should know more about you. Well, for me, it's a Korean barbecue. It gives me good energy and moreover, deeper than you think. Since Akito talks about the Korean barbecue so seriously, I started to grin a little. Then Akito looked at me wondering and quickly stopped grinning. I'm sorry, we talked about the food too much. I'm getting hungry. Literally 30 seconds is enough. I grabbed all the bags and headed back to the office with Akito. Why is she carrying the bags? When we returned to the office, neither my cousin nor the members were there. It's getting deeper in the night. Maybe the recording is taking longer. While I was preparing for the interview and for tomorrow, Akito talked to me with bluntly. After you put the interview materials, don't you have to stay? Go home. Oh wait, no, you don't have to stay. Go home. Akito was trying to make me go away as soon as possible. Don't say that. I would like to finish my work properly. Even though Akito doesn't like me working here, it's my job, and I thought I'd just leave because he told me to. Though I was trying to be responsible, Akito looked annoyed instead. What? I can do these things of work by myself. For me, I have to send you home or station if you stay longer, and that's even more work for me, so go home. What? I know the way said it was not kind at all, but underneath, he was being very chivalrous. Well, okay then. This is the paperwork. Thank you. When I put the file on the desk, Akito started to skim through. He can't read! He seems to be in a serious mood now. I'll see you tomorrow. I didn't want to disturb Akito's concentration, so I left the office quietly. I'm really, really tired, but I don't have a heavy feeling for the work tomorrow. But hang on, gotta read that again. I'm really, really tired, but I don't have a heavy feeling for the work tomorrow. It was a very clear sky at night, and the stars were sparkling. Oh, was that it? Oh, episode 3. Right. Called it. Hang on. No. Menu. Fuck. There we go. Right. I am calling this episode a day. So we're on episode... No. To calling this part a day, we're on episode 3. My brain is muddled. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Ayakashi. I hope you're enjoying. Please leave a like and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And subscribe for some more content. And I will see you in the next episode of this glorious story. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.